What's up, my baby daddies? Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with my friends Stefano.
Hi, I'm Stefano. I have a YouTube channel. It's at Stefano Gabbana, and I am getting my master's in public health.
And Courtney.
Hi, I'm Courtney. I don't have a YouTube channel, but I am in dental school to be a dentist.
And y'all already know all about me, you feel me? I'm an entrepreneur, you know what I'm saying? I'm Moogle. I keep bad bitches around me, bad bitches with degrees, you feel me? The purpose of this video is because I've been seeing a lot of things going around the internet talking about like alpha male and toxic masculinity. I feel like women should be in on this discussion even though people think it's a man thing. So I got two girls who are educated and smart and deal with boys, right? You guys are both straight. They're both straight women, so you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be asking some questions. We're gonna be getting some insight from both of these beautiful young ladies. We got our strawberry lemonade margaritas, so we sipping and
How loud is it?
for real.
You know what's going on.
And we got some pizza, so you're gonna be seeing us drinking and eating throughout this video. All right, let me get a slice. They already pulled their slices out.
You want to try this one?
I want one of each.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you. How would you define an alpha male? I'm gonna get the real definition after, but you go first.
So an alpha male to me, I feel like is a man that has a very dominant personality, a man that knows how to lead, a man that knows his role as the protector, the caretaker, stuff like that.
Okay, as for me, I mean, I agree with Courtney, but I do feel like there's an upside downside to that, and I feel like some alpha males are manipulative, controlling, assholes, aggressive, yeah, to say the least. Like
Towards men or to women?
towards women. It's like they try to make sure they tell you, like, you know, I'm an alpha male, get your ass, you know what I mean? Like, just doing a lot. Like,
Yeah, I could see that, but I feel like they also are like that towards other men, especially if they're like in competition. Like if this man thinks he's an alpha male, I think I'm an alpha male. Like, let me show you, you know what I'm saying, who's
Right.
motherfucking boss. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I feel like that definition that you just gave is the best one from my standpoint. Let me just tell you my definition. My definition of an alpha male is a man who's in competition with other men in his field. Like he wants to be richer than you. He wants to be buffer than you. He wants to be smarter than you. Yeah. I feel like an alpha male, when it comes to women, they're very sensitive and soft and sweet. That's how I
see my face. I said,
that's how I see it. Like an alpha male knows how to finesse a woman. You know what I mean?
Finesse.
Yeah.
I feel like there are two different type of alpha males. There's the one you're describing, and then there's the one that has a little bit of that, but then also like uses that power for negative stuff. Like,
What do you think Donald Trump is?
sorry,
Is he alpha? is Donald Trump an alpha male or a beta male?
Is he a male?
right? Is he a human? Let's start with that.
What is he?
Right, because I'm not sure.
What do you think?
He don't give me alpha vibes. I feel like, what's her name?
Melania?
Melania. I feel like she wear the pants. If you ask me.
I don't know. I feel like he is a wannabe alpha male. I feel like he's very narcissistic.
Yes.
And probably some sort of a sociopath.
Yep.
And no, I don't think he kills people, but I
You
feel
don't
like
gotta necessarily kill.
yeah, I feel like he has a very altered sense of reality.
Absolutely.
And
Like, he lives-
tendencies, yeah.
Yeah, he lives in his own little reality, wherever the fuck that is, but it's not here.
Okay, so I'm gonna Google what alpha male means. What do you guys think beta male is?
Oh yeah.
What do you think a beta male is?
So no one, in my personal opinion, in my life or my personal experience, no one ever talks about beta males. They're the opposite, right, of alpha males. Someone who is weaker, he's softer, someone who doesn't really do well in competing, like That's what I would think a beta male is.
Like those men that you see that are like okay with being taken care of by like a woman, like using her car, letting her pay the bills, letting her cook and clean while he just sitting his ass on the couch in a dirty ass white beater.
Okay, so dirty ass white beater. You don't think that that's part of being an alpha male, like kind of getting your woman to do whatever the hell you want her to do for you?
Well, I mean, based on how you guys describe alpha male, when you talk about someone who's trying to be the strongest, the richest, like just really competitive, how does that play in tide if you let your woman do everything?
Yeah. A beta male to me is a man who is in competition with a woman.
Oh.
If you're competing with girls at any rate, I consider you a beta male because there's men running on this earth with you and you don't want to compete with them because you know that they're superior to you. Yeah. and you rather compete with women. So that's what I consider a beta male.
Okay, I got a question for you though. Do you ever feel like there are alpha males that try to compete with women? Who are like very strong in personality and just in life in general?
But I'm being realistic, no.
Say a woman has a very, very high paying job and then he starts to feel threatened by that. So I could definitely see him competing in that sense.
I want to be able to do what a man is supposed to do, which is provide and protect for you. If you're making more money than me, it kind of makes me feel inferior, you know? So I'm going to work harder.
That's just insecurity, I feel like, especially if I'm your woman. Now we just have more money.
Well, for some women. For me, we don't got more money. You need to go get some more money.
Your money's my money, my money's my money.
So basically you have no money. Okay.
At the end of the day, you share with me, I share with me. Okay, so I'm going to Google alpha male and see what the definition is on Google. Define alpha male.
Pizza Hut done stepped up their game. I'm just gonna say it.
Oh my god, you tried this one?
No, I haven't. I mean,
Give up pizza. Give up pizza.
I'm trying to tell y'all.
Okay, so this pizza over here is barbecue with pepperoni and bacon. That's the one that she ordered. And then the one that we ordered was bacon, ham,
sausage and
Girl,
pineapple.
where you get ham from? She was like bacon and ham. The two things is not even on there.
Sausage and pineapple with a little bit of bacon. Try it.
Yeah, that's
Try
right. But she
it.
put barbecue sauce on hers, so it's giving it like this kind of sweet. Just try it.
It's really good.
Oh yeah.
You'll almost not go back to regular like marinara sauce. I have it.
wow.
Whoa. How me feeling stupid? Like, damn, you Alpha male, the dominant male animal in a particular group. The dominant male animal in a particular group.
Okay.
So amongst men and women.
No, amongst men. The dominant male animal in a group. So it's just like the dominant male.
Okay.
You're dominant over the males.
Okay.
Okay,
and
a particular group. Got
And
it.
it says a man tending to assume a dominant or demurring role in social or professional settings or situations. That means, yeah, it has nothing to do with women.
Yeah.
And that had nothing to do with like dominating women or like being the alpha over a woman. I think it's more about a man dominating another man. Yeah? Y'all could agree or no?
Yeah.
Let's check beta male.
Here's the definition of beta male. A subordinate male animal in a particular group.
Subordinate. A man tending to assume a passive or subservient role in social and professional situations. What's the word? Timid? Scared? Like that type of man still has nothing to do with the woman. So you could be a beta male in comparison to alpha males, but you can't be a beta male in comparison to an alpha female. You know what I mean? It's still always going to be based off of males.
Okay, so that debunks your definition when you said that you feel like beta males compete with women.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. So it does debunk mine. For me, it was more like an alpha male, like the guys who pretend to be alpha males, but only to women. You know what I mean? That's what I'm calling a beta male.
I just feel
So like he's not an alpha male around other men, but when it's him and his woman, then he
He's
starts
around.
being
Interesting.
aggressive and like that.
I just feel like these definitions are talking about actual animals and not humans.
Not humans.
in relationships or anything like that. Because it doesn't
Or-
say social or professional settings. It doesn't say anything about like a romantic or like a relationship.
Exactly. That's what I mean by it has nothing to do with women though. Like it's like about you at work. It has
Yeah, I was gonna say the work setting. Yeah.
But
I need some
I feel like we definitely for the purpose of this conversation, from what I've gathered, it is in terms of an alpha male in a relationship and how he treats the woman and what he does. Right?
Okay. What about masculinity and toxic masculinity? Can you give me 3 signs of toxic masculinity? Can I have one of those?
Yes, ma'am. I told y'all was gonna
Why
love
you
it.
saying get an 8?
Sorry, girl.
I don't like it. Keep lying.
I don't like that.
No, this shit is fire though.
Mm-hmm.
I'm mad.
Someone who's controlling, manipulative, I said that already. Someone who doesn't understand how to navigate power properly.
Okay.
It's someone that is abusive, and that could be verbally, it could be physical, and kind of attributes that to them being a man and to them just being dominant. Someone that victim shames, someone that is, I guess, narcissistic,
Hell yeah.
doesn't.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
They don't want to take responsibility for their actions. They're the type of people that'll say, you know, boys will just be boys.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I
Let me give 3 signs. When I'm talking, you're talking. What a woman says doesn't make any sense. All women are inferior to men. When a guy tells a woman, no, don't work. I don't want you to work anymore. Don't pursue your dreams. Don't go to school, because he wants to be the only person giving you sustenance, and now you can't bite the hand that feeds you. You know
That's
what I mean?
like mad teens to me. Like, what? Like, what? Why would you? Why?
Yeah, it happens. Toxic masculinity, this is a good one, is when you see other men doing things that are rude or disrespectful to women or to other people in general, and you won't say anything just because that person is a man.
Oh, yes.
I think that's toxic masculinity too. So those are my 3 things.
Oh,
Like
I like that one
indirectly,
too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not saying anything, and that's the issue. Like, us 3 right here, if she says some outlandish shit, I'm gonna be like, nah, girl, I don't think so. That's not how I think about it.
Right.
But I feel like when there's like 3 men, and one nigga saying something that's really out of line, the other guys would just kind of be quiet. And then when a girl says something that they don't agree with, then they'll speak up. And I think that's
Happens
toxic.
all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Also, a man who's insecure is also toxic masculinity,
Oh, yeah.
because they project that
Mm-hmm.
when they're engaging with women.
A man who cheats and thinks it's okay because he's a man.
Toxic as fuck. Sorry.
A man who believes that he should be respected and all of this shit just because he's a man, not because he does anything, just because he's a man. Like, my wife needs to cook and clean and have sex with me and suck my dick and do it and not be mad if I'm fucking other people, and like those type of things, just because he's a man, not because he does anything for her, but just because he's a man.
That's for sure
Toxic.
toxic. Yeah.
Would you rather date an alpha male or a beta male?
Whew.
Based on the definition.
Based on the real definition or our own definitions?
Based on the real definition.
I would definitely choose an alpha male, just because I don't want a man that's weak and subservient and, you know, can't do nothing for me, can't do nothing for himself. Like, I'm not your mother. I did not birth you, nigga.
Period. Poop. That question's so hard for me because I don't know. Like, I partially have negative views on alpha males. Like, can there be an in between? Like, but if I had to choose, it would be an alpha male. Like, no one wants to be with a man that they don't feel like is a strong man or isn't competitive or doesn't get shit done and isn't about his shit. Like, you know, sorry, am I allowed to cuss?
Yeah.
Okay,
I was
yes.
gonna say, yeah.
So, yeah, if I had to choose, it'd be an alpha male.
I'm gonna stop chewing.
Girl,
Damn.
for real.
I need some milk.
I would want an alpha male, but that's only if my alpha male treats me like a princess. Like,
Hello.
yeah, I want you to, when we go outside, if a man smacks my ass, I don't want you to be like, it's okay, babe. Like,
Hell
Who
no.
would do that?
it's happened to me before. The only relationship I was ever in, some guy came up to me and grabbed my butt, and my boyfriend was right there, and he was just like, men are stupid, like, just leave it.
What?
A lot of men, they're gonna assess the situation first. The man who did it, he was bigger, buffer than my boyfriend, so he was just kind of like, I'm not about to step to him. Like,
Even if I got my ass
that's
beat,
some
if I was
beta male
like,
shit, though.
But here's the thing. If my nigga, you know, is standing up for me for something like that, and he starts fighting this big ass nigga, best believe
I'm jumping in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My nigga ain't
Yeah.
getting beat up behind me.
No, for real, facts.
I'm jumping in, I'm kicking, I'm shooting, I'm stabbing,
And my
everything.
nigga should
For
know
real,
that.
poking a nigga in the eye and shit. Like,
Yeah.
And you need to stand up for me, because when we get home, bloody and all, you all beat up, I'm still sucking your dick. Because you showed me that you were an alpha male. At least you thought you were. You know that you are. You know what I mean? If you got your ass beat because the man was way bigger than you, or you underestimated how strong he was.
But even then, that like I feel like that also reflects the lack of protection. Like, so you just didn't protect me. Like you chose not to.
Yeah, a lot of them do choose not to, and that's
wild.
That's wild. Like a lot of guys will be like, it's cool, like chill. Like you saw the video where the girl got snatched up off the train, and the guy came outside and was like, who? Like him right there. The girl was like, him right there. She was like, who? Looking straight at him.
Don't even get me started on that video. That whole video pissed me off.
He didn't have no shoes on. I've been trying to assess that video for the longest. Like, what was really happening?
You didn't?
No, but I was mad at the nigga reporting, whoever that was.
Remember, I was mad too. Mm-hmm. I was like, so you not gonna do anything? You seen this shit happen.
Yeah. You're recording it.
He was just sitting there.
How did he know to record that though?
He must have been acting weird. Mm-hmm. Yeah, they must have been acting weird for a little bit before he.
If I feel uncomfortable, my man better step in. Unless it's like a situation with a girl, then you'd be like, all right, watch out, because I'm gonna get my girl to handle it. That's just how I see it. I feel like a alpha male, he wouldn't even address a woman, you know?
Right.
I feel like he'll always treat a woman like she's fragile and breakable, but when it comes to a man, that's where he steps in.
But how do y'all feel about, say you were fighting a girl and you were getting your ass beat? Mm-hmm. Some niggas will jump in and will knock a bitch out. How do you feel about that? Yeah,
no. I don't want my guy to do that. But I want him to, you know what I mean, like
break it up. If I'm getting beat
break it up or some way in the sense of allow me to, find a way for me to beat that in the chest. Like, you know, whether you push her to the side and I get on top, whatever it is, but like I would not condone my nigga hitting another female. No.
I'm dead. Push her to the side.
Yeah, push her to the side. Trip her real quick. Let me show you. But not hitting her.
I'm dead.
That's not.
Yeah, no. If my man hit a girl, automatically I'm pissed. Like, I don't care if I'm whooping her ass. I don't care if she beating my ass. Right. Do not hit that girl.
Don't hit
Grab her off of me, so at least as you're pulling her off of me, I can still be socking their ass.
Something like that, of that sense. Yeah.
Very situational. I don't want my nigga to ever hit a girl either, but I do also feel like some situations, like there are some girls, like you fight niggas. There's some girls that can fight niggas.
She said you fight niggas. I do not fight niggas.
No, you ain't supposed to hurt her handle like that.
I do not fight niggas. Oh my god. No, I do not fight niggas. I fought a nigga before.
That's in her past. You know, she was younger.
You fight niggas.
She was like, girl, you know you fight niggas, so you know, like.
As I got older, actually the fight that I had in high school, where I fought a guy, that's when I realized, like, bitch, you cannot fight men. Like, it doesn't matter how small he is, it doesn't matter how buff he is. Like, and that's just why I feel like men should understand how powerful they are. They shouldn't have to show you. You know that biologically you're stronger than me. You don't have to show me that. Go show it to another man. Go show him how smart and how strong and how.
But I guess in her defense, sorry to cut you off, but what do you do with a woman that's provoking?
Provoking my man?
Yeah, like all up in his face, like, you know, smacking, slap. Like what do you?
So if a girl ever puts her hands on mine,
that's all, like, you talking about my man in front of me?
No, she was saying that some things are situational where she'd be like, okay, if my dude hit a female because she's beating on me or whatever it is, like, I might not be so mad. Like, some women are provoking. That's what I'm trying to say.
No. I feel like that's a whole object behind being a man, being a grown man. If you're young or if you're like just mentally slow, you know what I mean? That's completely different, because that's just why you're acting like that. But my man will never be mentally slow. I think, you know, I don't think any of us can be. Yes. I don't think any of us can be with a man who's. I don't think any of us can be with a man who's slow. Like, you know what I mean? No. So at the end of the day, he will know, like, oh, you're trying to provoke me. I know if I beat you, I'm going to jail. So I'm gonna hold you as I walk to this door, push you, close the door, and fucking dip. Like, there's so many different ways that you could de-escalate a situation other than hitting somebody. Like, if she's trying to shoot you, she's trying to kill you, that's one thing. You know what I mean? But if she's just hitting you and mad and screaming and yelling, you are a man.
But you're a man. Also, we're talking about a girl that's not his girl. He might not even know the girl. You don't know if she got a knife. You don't know if she could call a nigga to come shoot you or kill you or jump you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not ever condoning a man ever putting his hands on a woman. But, you know, situational.
But if she's gonna call somebody to come jump him or come kill him or whatever, don't you think that if he hits her, it'll be worse.
In that
really
situation,
dying.
maybe.
He really dying. So at the end of the day, like, don't hit a woman. Like, even if she calls her brothers to come and get you, when the brothers come, if they're level-headed as well, which I hope grown men are able to pick women who are level-headed with level-headed families. That's important.
Sometimes
You know, common sense ain't so common.
Exactly. So they deserve it. People, motherfuckers who don't have common sense, they deserve it. Because I know none of the guys that I date, none of their sisters are going to come and try to step to me. Why? Because I have common sense. But if she was hitting on him and he didn't hit her back, and the brothers came up to him like, you was hitting on my sister, or you made my sister mad, I'm like, yeah, she was beating my ass. And I could have socked her dead in her face, but I didn't. You want to fight? Square up. That's an alpha male. Square up. Let's fight then. If you want to fight over your sister, I get you. Let's fight. But I ain't hit her because I'm a man, you know? That's how I see it. So I don't think it's situational. Do not hit a woman, ever. Unless you feel like, oh, she might beat your ass. In that case, you're not an alpha male. If you're not an alpha male, fight a woman.
Don't fight a woman, period. Like,
I mean, no, I'm not saying ever fight a woman.
Yeah.
And not even punch her, like, I don't know, whatever. I just feel like...
mush her.
Yeah, you
mush
can mush her, but I'm saying, like, I know in the past you've even talked about, like, girls don't hit guys because they will beat your ass.
They can
Yeah.
kill
And
you.
it's like, how much can a guy really take? You sitting there slapping the shit out of him, you punching him in his face, and, you know, some girls, how much can he take? I mean, honestly...
Ain't no way. I don't know. Maybe I'm not a man, so I can't see it. But there's no way I'm about to be sitting here letting a girl punch me in my face. I'm out.
I mean, he doesn't have to hit her, yes, but also sometimes it's a reaction.
I guess so. Well, we have to work on our what's the word? Urge control. I feel like a man with urge control is the sexiest man on planet Earth. Because obviously you're going to get the urge to grab her by her wig that's going to come off because you know you saw her put it on.
And you saw that she didn't glue it down.
You saw she didn't glow it
That
down.
hoe was not secure.
So you could grab her straight by her wig in front of everybody and embarrass her. You could literally like grab her by her neck and throw her across the room. You could do whatever you want, but if you are able to control your urges, then I know that you'll be able to control your urges. Like if anything happens, if a girl is trying to seduce you, if you see something that you really like and you don't have the money for it, I know you're gonna control that urge to steal it. Like you know, urge control is really important to me. So yeah, you hitting me and I'm like, whoa, you hit me one more time, I'm gonna get my sister to whoop your ass. Or I'm gonna get my homegirl, which is another important thing. I think all men should have homegirls, like really close homegirls, and make friends with your
No,
friends.
why they ain't got none? Because they be trying to fuck them.
Period. Tell your story, sis. Tell your story. Tell your story.
No.
I'll tell it. We do Taco Tuesdays every Tuesday, right? We almost on we on 2 months.
Yeah, we've been riding every Tuesday for like 2 months.
We're on 3 months.
We're on 3 months?
Yeah, we're on 3 months. Anyways.
Damn. It's crazy.
I know, exactly. So we've been doing Taco Tuesdays for almost 3 months. It's like 9 weeks. About to be 10 weeks. The first couple of weeks I invited some of my homeboys, right? We try to invite intellectuals so we could talk and we can have cute discussions like this and stuff like that.
You know, a balance.
Yeah, a nice balance. And so we invite some friends who we know can hold arguments and hold debates with us, or so that we can kind of enlighten them. They can enlighten us on the issues that they have and the ones we had. So there's these guys I invited over. One of them I used to talk to, and then there's 2 other ones that he came with, right? 2 or 3?
Yeah.
2 other ones he came with. The first week, one of them was trying to talk to her. She was like, we could be friends on Instagram. So he followed her on Instagram. Then the next week for Taco Tuesday,
He didn't come.
yeah, my homeboy was like, oh, it's just going to be me and so-and-so. So him and so-and-so pull up, and they cute or whatever. He wants to sit next to Steph, so they sit next to each other at the table. They talking, having fun. Steph is just fun. We all just fun. We just sit there and talk and shit. They leave. I guess he fell in love as well. So they call me.
I'm done.
They called me like maybe 3 days after Taco Tuesday. Like it was both of them on the phone. The guy that I used to talk to was like, or my homeboy wants to talk to your friend, and I was like, talk to her as in how? He was like, oh well, he likes her, so he wants to get her phone number. I was like, y'all were just with her. Why couldn't you ask for her phone number then? Why I gotta be in the middle? Like, go hit her up. So I sent them each other's Instagram so that they can talk. She was like, why you send me this? I was like, he wants your number, but I'm not trying to give him your number. And she's like, we could be friends. And I was like, so I told him, I'm like, hey, like, what if she doesn't want to be with you? What if she doesn't want to talk to you? You gonna be cool? He was like, if she say no, I'm not coming to Taco Tuesday. That's what he said.
Beta male.
Toxic masculinity.
Good examples. Good examples. Look at that, how we tying that in. I really do want us to go to the 99 cent store and literally have a competition as to get the best makeup and beat your face the best and who wins.
Oh.
And you gotta stay under a budget. Like maybe you can't go over $20.
$20.
And
We got makeup at the 99 cents.
Yeah, I think we should. That'd be fun. But anyways, you gonna do too? Look how you're smiling. She's like,
that's a good idea.
he was like, I'm not coming to next Taco Tuesday if she say no. Steph said no. And I told her that I took a screenshot of him saying that and sent it to her. She was like, what? Oh, well, I guess we're not going to see him at Taco Tuesday. I'm like, dang, that's messed up. When we heard the conversation, like how messed up that is. And then...
Why is that messed up? She's not obligated to want to talk to her.
We're talking about how messed up it is that they weren't going to show up anymore. Because we had fun with them. Like, they were fun. They were like our best group of guys.
Yeah, they really were.
They were actually fun, you know? So,
and they really never came back?
They never,
like, one at a time, they stopped
coming. Yeah. So that one stopped coming. And then the next week, the one that I was talking to, she gonna say, Amara, hey, did you used to talk to so-and-so? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, oh, okay, because I think he's trying to talk to me. I'm like, all right, let me go ahead and block this nigga too. Like, it was so weird. Like, he gonna go in her DMs. Like, they're following each other.
I'm like, y'all are all friends though. At the end of the day, like, why are y'all all friends?
Y'all all
That's
know.
just like all of us trying to conquer one guy. Like, are you
so weird?
Like, what?
So weird.
So
and at the end of the day,
stupid.
like, the guys that are Taco Tuesday, we don't want nothing from them. Like,
Be cool.
Exactly. Even while he was here, even while the guy that I used to talk to, like, we were talking maybe like 2 weeks before the Taco Tuesday, like, but we were still cool, but we weren't like talking or messing around. And now that I know that this is what it's gonna be kind of like a friendship circle, like a whole bunch of us, we're supposed to be cool, and we're trying to just understand each other. Maybe one day we'll figure out who's most compatible for who, you know what I mean? Which I think when we went to Tequila Jack's and we were having those discussions about like, oh, who's somebody's mom and the baby. Remember when we were having that? So he said something about like, okay, if you have a baby, okay, who do you serve the food first? Yes. So we heard a lot. We found out a lot about each other through these discussions. Very true. And I realized that the guy that I was talking to, there's no way me and him were ever going to be anything.
Because you can hear his views.
Yeah, exactly. So I was like, it's nothing. And I'm sure he felt the same way. But that's the reason why he was trying to talk to her. But based off of her views and based off of his views, they wouldn't have been compatible either. So it's like, what? Anyway, so yeah, that happened, and that is a perfect sign of toxic masculinity. Like, you couldn't just hang out with girls because you're dicks. Because of your penises.
No, for real.
Would you let your man be in a polygamous relationship?
No.
No. Hell no. Can I be in a polygamous relationship while I'm with you? I don't think so.
Like, polygamy is supposed to be from both ends, though.
No. Period.
If that's the case, I don't need to be married to you because I have options. I can do that and not be married.
Exactly. There's no point in being.
What I need to commit to you for?
No, I don't think there's a reason. But what's the most beneficial thing about marriage for a woman?
Ooh, I mean, I would say security.
I was gonna say security. That was the first word.
Security in what sense?
Could be financial. Could be emotional. Could be
emotional. That because financial, you know, guys don't like to hear that financial part. So
it's true. If you can't support somebody financially, don't get married. Period.
Get your money up. Get your money up before you start looking for women. A lot of guys are like, oh, I want a strong, independent black woman and da 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 da. Well, you got 3 of them sitting right here, and none of us are gonna date any of you broke besties. Like,
it's one thing if you're on your way to a bag and you have a concrete, like that's a surefire, like, you know what I'm saying? I will ride for you. But if you out here dicking around, talking about get quick, what is it?
Get rich
quick scheme,
rapping.
Right now.
I'm in the studio, babe. I'm in the studio. I'm trying to drop this record. You know, this shit gonna be hot.
No. Not bothered.
No, if he's selling drugs or something like. The thing is, I need a man who makes really good decisions. Because I make good decisions, and all my homeboys, all the boys I was telling you that I invite to our Taco Tuesdays, when I'm speaking with them, I know that they're learning from what I'm telling them. You know, they're able to be like, okay, I get what you mean, so I can add that to my daily regimen. I can assess the situation. I can understand. I'm not gonna be able to marry him. I'm not gonna be able to date him because I taught you how to act. I'm not your mom, but obviously your mom was raised in a different time than you. You know what I mean? She was raised in a different time when women were a lot different. So a lot of men have to listen to how women of today feel and how what we want if you want to be a part of our lives. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a lot of guys take it as like, oh, you're coaching them or you're mothering them. And I feel the same way. I'm not about to marry a man that I mothered. You know, and I don't have a problem mothering some of my homeboys for their wife, you know, but I'm not about to marry you. I'm going to need a man who was mothered by somebody else to come in and be like, oh, girl, I know what I'm doing. Follow me. Look what I'm doing. Follow. I need a leader.
Mm-hmm.
That's what.
An alpha male.
An alpha male. I need a man who makes really good decisions. Because I make good decisions.
And you better have a good ass plan if I'm gonna follow you.
Mm-hmm.
Better not lead me to no ditch.
It needs to sound right. Like the shit that you're saying to me needs to sound
Mm-hmm.
wit.
Do you have any personal experiences of when you like experienced toxic masculinity in your relationships in the past? You? Or maybe not a relationship, but somebody that you dated, per se.
I feel like a lot of guys, especially when we're younger, but a lot of guys felt very entitled to
Your body?
not my body, but like my time, my company. You know, you want me to cook for you. When I was in college, I didn't cook for no nigga that was not my boyfriend, and I only had one. But guess how many of them asked?
Mm-hmm. All of them. They always do.
I'm not your girl.
They're looking for moms.
Not your mother. I'm not your nanny. I'm
And
not
moms,
gonna cook for you.
Ladies with babies that are our age, we're all around the 26 to 27 age range. All of you guys who have children, you need to teach your men how to be sufficient
By themselves.
By themselves, without a woman, because I notice now is that men are starting to get so desperate that we're starting to see a lot of rapings, a lot of kidnappings, molestations, a lot of things because men are incels, they're involuntarily celibate. They can't get pussy because they don't know how to take care of themselves. They don't know how to wash their ass. They don't know how to feed themselves. They don't know how to eat healthy. They don't know what a regimen is, how to work out. They don't know how to keep a job. And so because of all of these things, because they were babied, they were sheltered as children, they're adults and don't know what the fuck to do. Now, we were taught how to do all of those things, and then society and school taught us how to be business minded and being able to survive in the world. We're going to need money. Obviously there's going to be women out there who are still looking for a come up. Like, I don't think that's the type of woman you want. You got to teach your sons how to be sufficient, how to be able to cook and clean and do all these things for themselves, just the same way we know how to protect and provide for ourselves.
Before I moved out to LA for school, I was talking to this guy, and I had just met him like a month before I was supposed to move. After I moved, like, we were still talking. It was like real cool. He bought a ticket to come out and see me. It was so weird though, because throughout like us talking, his Instagram was always private, and he wouldn't like accept me. And he was like, well, I have this ex-girlfriend and this picture's on there, and I thought that you would get mad, woo woo woo. So of course, you know how girls are. My friend made a fake Instagram page, followed him, and he had a girlfriend, a girl that he's been with for 8 years.
And he bought a ticket out here to come see
And he bought a ticket out here to come see me.
When was this?
Toxic masculinity.
When I first moved out here.
When was that?
2016. I'm telling him like, oh, you dirty dick ass nigga, you a bitch, you a hoe ass nigga, burning hell. And get this, I sent his girlfriend the screenshots and stuff, and she blocked me.
Because he do it all the time. That's what I'm
She
saying.
blocked me.
Women got to do better too.
Women really do have to do better.
I was like, look, I'm just trying to come to you woman to woman.
Don't do that shit no more. Look, if you ain't trying to leave him, then don't address it or whatever. What they say? If you ain't gonna leave him, don't address it or something like that.
Yeah, she didn't
That's
say
true.
she didn't say shit.
I would say the only toxic masculinity that I experienced in a relationship was men thinking that they had access to my body, and then how they would try to gaslight me into thinking like because I wasn't ready to like have sex with them or do anything with them that I didn't like them. Like, there's this one guy who was like always trying to kiss me, and I don't even like to kiss. I was telling you this today, right?
Yeah.
I don't like kissing. Like, I don't want to kiss you in your mouth. Like, the shit that you ate today, I don't know how well you brush your teeth. The mouth is so weird, you know, so it's weird for me.
Gross.
So when guys are like trying to kiss you and you have like, you smell like a little stale stench or whatever, like, you know, it don't even be smelling bad. It just be stale, you know what I mean? And it's like, I now gotta kiss this, or be like, their saliva be really thick. You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
You know what I mean? There's some niggas like that. There's some niggas like
Yeah,
that. So,
get sick.
like maybe they were smoking weed or something like that. And anyways,
Ew.
I don't like it. I don't like it, so I don't like to kiss. This one guy was like trying to kiss on me and stuff like that. He didn't stink or nothing, but just because I had that trauma of kissing, I was like, I don't want to. Like, I'm not trying to kiss you right now, you know? And he was like, I don't think you like me the way I like you. And I was just like,
Yeah, because I can't kiss you.
Clearly, you right.
No, it wasn't even that. It wasn't even that. I was just like, I do like you. And he was like, then how come you don't want to do anything with me? Like, he would be trying to kiss me, trying to have sex with me and stuff like that, and I wouldn't want to do it. Like, and it's not that it's probably because I liked you a lot, because I could fuck you and then toss you to the side, you know what I mean, if I didn't like it. Or I could fuck you and gain
And
too
not
many
everything
emotions.
is about sex. Like,
Yeah.
why do guys think that everything is about sex? It's not about sex. Like,
What's my favorite color? What's my favorite color?
what did I tell you my aspirations were or my goals?
When's
your
my
birthday?
birthday, nigga? Where's my birthday?
I don't think you like me the way I like you. What you like about me?
Right. Don't even know.
How old am I?
What's my last name, nigga?
It's stressful being a girl out here. Toxic masculinity.
Oh my God. I'm done.
Oscar Barkley.
Toxic masculinity.
Oh my God.
We're gonna describe our perfect man, and then we're talking about characteristic traits, and then physical traits, and then we're gonna describe our perfect like friend. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so go for it.
My perfect man is someone who is selfless, intellectual. I want to say God-fearing. I need a God-fearing man. A leader, because you gonna lead. Okay. Caring too. Someone who's loving. Someone who can be empathetic. A lot of men like don't have that empathy
That's a
aspect
good
of
one.
them. Someone who's considerate. I could go down a long list, okay? But that's just like the base of it. And physical attributes, I would say I really love tall men and chocolate men and athletically fit men. Not necessarily buff, but you know, just fit. I like a good set of teeth, a nice smile,
Okay.
nice skin, and I don't know. Yeah, that's what I could think of.
You go. You better describe it later.
My perfect man characteristics would be also God-fearing. I feel like that's number one.
He's not a blood. God is not a
I'm
blood.
saying okay, like okay. I'm like, okay, I'm sorry. That would be me banging if I didn't say
God is not a blood.
it. Is he a Korean?
Yeah, he always got on blue.
Number one, God-fearing. Someone that knows how to communicate, not only, you know, their emotions, but, you know, work through issues, you know, be able to hear me and then tell me what the fuck you're thinking, how you're feeling. Someone that is compassionate and caring, like Steph said, but also someone that is patient because, you know, I could be a little crazy. I'm
That's
not
a
gonna
good
lie.
one. That's a good one.
We
I
better
could be
say
a little
that. That's why we should have wrote them down.
That's
so
a
that
good
we're
one.
trying to manifest things in 2020. We need to write this shit down. Go ahead.
Because I could be a little crazy for no reason, too. So, just a little patient.
For no reason, too. it's a reason.
Like sometimes I wake up and I'm like,
Yeah. I be like, Courtney, stop being mean.
she's like, nah, cause he's stupid. I'm right here.
Facts. What else? Someone that is kind, family oriented.
Oh.
Yeah, I guess those are some of my tops. Yeah. Physically, also like a tall man. I like someone that takes care of himself. I work out. My man gotta work out. Period.
My ad was on the side. I'm like,
I also like, you know, good teeth. I am good with a dentist, so that's important. I don't really care about skin color, really. Yeah, I guess.
Main turn.
Sis got a whole list. Where's the book of the Bible? Where's the book of the Bible? Where's the book of the Bible? Let's start with Genesis because we know.
Both of these ladies said God-fearing. I don't necessarily think that my man needs to be God-fearing. I think that he should be spiritual. I feel like he should be in tune with the energies, the things that happen around him, the universe. Because a lot of people aren't religious nowadays, and I get it. So spirituality is another thing where you have to understand that like all this is not from nothing. Like, you know, it came from somewhere. So even if you don't believe in God, you have to understand that like if you do a good deed, you get a good deed. If you do bad things happen to you. You know what I mean? It's kind of like having the fear of God, because you have the fear of karma, kind of, you know. Nurturing, very nurturing, because when I get sick or when I have an attitude or something like that, I need a man who's gonna be able to be like, oh babe, like let me help you. You need something. I'm on the way home from the store. You need something. Like I can pick you up something. Like I'm going here. I'm going there. Communication. Communication is number one. I should have said that first. Like communication is numero uno. I want you to be able to tell me, I just roll my eyes at you and you peep that and you like, yo, why you just roll your eyes at me? Like, you know what I mean?
Yes. We got passive aggressive shit in 2019.
I don't like passive aggressiveness. Like literally I'll cuss. Didn't I show you at dinner? We went to dinner the other day. Some guy was being passive aggressive. I had to send him a voice note like, keep that shit in corporate America. Like, don't bring that shit over here.
Per my last email.
Per my last email. Don't bring it over here. Be straight up with me, you know? Don't talk down to me. I need you to understand that I'm your equal. I don't know what that would be called.
Respect.
Oh, respect. Yes. Trustworthy. I want to be able I want to be able to trust you because you're loyal.
Right.
I don't want to have to look through your phone, but I will. You know what I mean? And it's not looking through your phone because I'm looking for something bad. It's usually when I have an instinct, I'll be like, let me see if I'm right. And if I am right, usually I am right. If I have that feeling, I am right. If you're hiding your phone from me, you got a lock screen, you have all that stuff, I can't trust you. I can't. Like, I want to use your phone to take a picture. Now I can't because your shit's locked. Why? For me, like, what's the passcode? Oh, let me see. Nah, I'm not cool with that. For me, trust, communication, to be honest with you. Trust, communication, and leadership skills. Like, if you can lead, I want you to be able to lead my sons. Like, I'm sure I'm gonna have sons because I have a lot of like masculine energy. I don't know why, but I feel like I know.
Because that determines the sex of the baby.
And also because I want daughters, because like I know how to do hair, I know how to do makeup, I know how to dress, like, you know what I mean? So I feel like I want daughters, and usually when that happens, God is gonna give me some sons.
I'm done.
I feel like I'm gonna have sons, so I need my husband to be able to lead them down the right path by listening to me. You need to be able to listen to me. That's another thing. And then physically,
go ahead.
I need you to be honestly, I need you to be fit, like extremely fit, and I want you to take me with you. Right?
Okay.
I want you to be like, hey, I'm about to go for a run, come with me. And if I say no, you get mad at me, like that type of shit. Like, get up with your fat ass, like let me get my fat ass. Unless I'm pregnant or I'm sick or something like that, don't try and play me. I need a man who's buff. I need a man who's handsome to my standards, because I might think someone's handsome, you might not. I don't give a fuck if you think he's handsome or not, but I need to feel like he's handsome. I used to think that a hairline was everything.
Wait a minute. The hairline?
I need a nigga with a hairline because I don't got one. What? I need my baby to have edges.
What?
I want my baby to have edges.
You have edges.
Barely. I got baby edges. Remember we discussed this? I got baby edges.
She has edges. Y'all seen her edges on the channel. The heck?
I got little baby edges, not like full on grown edges. Like some girls have to cut their edges so that they can get baby hairs. Like, I want to be able to do that to my baby's hair. Like, cut your little ear, give you little baby hairs. Anyways, that's neither here nor there.
Oh, that's for your baby.
Don't say
that's
that.
so your kids will have it.
Yeah, not for me. For my children. I want him to have a large penis. And that's a big deal to me, and I wish it wasn't, because a lot of men don't. But
they don't? Well, you know.
A lot of men don't. So that kind of.
I've been lucky.
Me too. I have, but I've met a lot of men that I, like, you know, I sometimes, because I do drive-bys to make sure.
I don't know what I would do if I ran.
I do drive-bys to see what's going on down there, and a lot of motherfuckers.
Drive-by? What does that mean?
Yeah.
You either rub your booty on it, or you just be like hugging on him and just grab that shit. Like, yeah, that shit is weak. But
learn new things every day.
I wish I was a virgin sometimes, because I want to be able to just enjoy whatever penis God gives me, but it's too late.
You know
So-
what, guys? It's not about the size of the boat. It's about the motion in the ocean. Okay?
Can you not?
Go ahead, give him a clap.
Right.
Okay, you guys. So I think that's all my characteristics. Yes, I don't think skin complexion matter to me either. You racist.
I'm not racist.
You
colored?
I guess I'm low-key colored.
I'm low-key colored.
I really, but I have dated like lighter men or like brown men. But I really like if you ask me what's my perfect guy, he's chocolate as fuck.
My perfect guy used to be chocolate, and then before that he used to be light skinned, and then I realized like I don't like when guys do that to women, so I'm not gonna be running around doing that to guys. And so that's just why I decided like whatever color you are.
See, but I don't talk mess about like another shade. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be like, oh, he ugly because did I know? But he's still cute. But like that's not.
Yeah, but
my
still,
preference.
even though they don't talk shit about people,
They
will
do talk shit about.
No, there's some men who prefer light skinned women or who prefer dark skinned women, and they won't give light skinned women or dark skinned women a chance just because
That's
like,
what they prefer.
You know, exactly. They don't necessarily talk shit
I'm
about
not that
them.
terrible.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. So it doesn't. The skin complexion wouldn't matter. If a good guy comes to you and he's light skinned, you gonna take it. But I wouldn't go outside my race. So I would say black first, Nigerian, and then black. But my Nigerian guy has to have all those characteristics, which is gonna be really hard because they were raised in misogyny.
Yeah, that's
They
the
were
problem.
raised
But
in
that's
misogyny.
a whole nother conversation. Nigerian men.
Yeah.
We're all Nigerian, by the way.
Igbo Kwen.
America. Hi. But yeah, so that's gonna conclude our video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys like videos like these, make sure you leave a comment down below letting us know. Your interaction makes me very visible across the YouTube platform. So make sure that you leave a comment, leave a thumbs up, hit the bell, subscribe.
And what's your outro?
Okay, wait, no, I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
It says 100 years from now, your story can be history, so go out and do wonderful things in the world.
Aww.
Make sure no drama comes from me, from
That's
anybody
the part
but
I
me.
want to say.
Because I'm your baby daddy.
Right.
Okay, how about we split it up?
Okay.
I'll do
so
the last
I want
part.
to say baby daddy.
Oh, she wants to say baby.
100 years from now, your story could be history.
So go out and do wonderful things in the world
And make sure no drama comes from anybody but we.
because I'm your baby mama.
Now
give me a kiss.
With the smile on my face. Don't give me style. Don't give me style. Don't give me grace. God put a smile on my face. God put the smile on my face. God make me shine like the sun. God make me shine like the sun. Sometimes I feel like I'm the one. Sometimes I feel like it ain't my fault.
Okay.
100 years from now, your story could be history.
No, not like National Geographic.
Like a commercial.